Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Chaotic Angle here, been about to you guys another Defiance video featuring my Blur build. Now, before I actually get into any of the gameplay here, let me show you guys what this build is all about. Now, you can see here I have Blur, of course, maxed out to 5, yada yada yada, but then after that I grab Quickening, and I immediately kill, recharge your eco power. Then I also have Energy Leech, killing an enemy recharges your eco power by 3%. And then I also have Juggernauts. On a melee kill, you gain ablative armor for 5 seconds. 4 plates of ablative armor. And then after that, I get hyperactive. On a melee kill, you move faster 5 seconds. So basically, this allows me to keep my my mobility when Blur is not active, as well as also amplify my mobility when Blur is active. Increase Blur duration from endurance runner, and then I also have on the kill extend the killing spree on a kill extend the duration of the active ego power, and then I also have you take less damage for a little bit of survivability, which is called cellular armor, and then I have sonic strike. While Blur is active, you deal more melee damage, which basically puts together this build. And then I also have second wind, reduce the recharge time of Blur, and then I think that is pretty much it after that. So what this build consists of is basically having a lot of DPS as well as a lot of mobility and practically no downtime at all. And of course, for this build to work, you will need to cash in the Charge Blade DLC, which I'll put a link into the description on how to actually obtain a cashed in blade if you do have the DLC and don't have a blade yet. But nonetheless, let's just jump right here into some gameplay here. So I'm at I want to say siege right now. Ranchers and raiders, gotta kill some of these guys, whatnot. This is a solo spec, just to let you guys know. It won't really work very well in multiplayer, but you can still use it in the multiplayer aspect. But let's turn on Blur here and see how much damage I do. Alright, let's go over here. And just show you guys how tanky I am. Watch this. And I barely take any damage. Oh, look at this. Now I'm on fire. Alright, let's take you out. Alright, cool. Let's get you. Beautiful. Let's clear you out. Hope you guys are following this, because this is moving a little fast here. After every time I kill an enemy, I actually get a boost of mobility, actually increasing my ability good to almost 100%. Now, of course, I'm not going to be able to get this guy from up here, so I'm going to have to swap to a rifle, blow that up, and then I will be getting this guy over here. Of course, I'll keep running this, because you guys haven't seen anything yet. I'll also show you guys what the build is like, even though I don't have Blur active. So let's keep running over to the next area. Let me kill the guy up here with the freaking rocket launcher real quick, because he's going to be a pain in the ass. Let me swap to my blade here, and then I'll show you guys how the build works without actually having Blur active. So I'm going to take out him, and then I'm going to head over here, and I'm going to take out him, and then I'm going to head over here, and I'm going to take out him, as well as him. Now you can see here that my mobility is still pretty damn high, even though I don't have Blur active. Because I think Blur gives me a boost of about 60% mobility, I want to say, and then the perk that killing every enemy with a melee kill actually gives me a boost of mobility by 40% for a few seconds. With Blur active, I can amp up my my mobility by a good, I want to say, 100%. Leaving me to be ridiculously mobile. But I'll keep running this for a little bit longer, see if I can get any of the big guys out here. This is definitely a very, very fun spec, I'll tell you that right now. And in terms of not only having single target damage, but as well as a little AoE as well. Due to the fact that if I do my smash ability like this, the AoE just gets ridiculous. I can actually kill 3 people within 1 shot. But now my Blur's back up, so let's go to town on these guys real quick. And basically, like I said, this build is only a solo build. It's not really good for any multiplayer. Really, unless it's small multiplayer groups, for instance, like small arc falls and whatnot. If it's like a major arc fall or anything like that, it's going to be the damage is going to die off. And this is live gameplay, in case anyone is wondering. I am literally not recording over this. I'm doing all this as I am talking, because I'm not good, guys. I'm not good. Alright, so I'm going to save him, and I'm going to head over here, and then I'm going to see if I can actually get another one of these. I'm going to try to finish this whole thing off for you guys, so you guys can see the big gunner come out, and then I'll show you guys what I can do to him with the blade. It's also very good against any type of faction. Amazing against Hellbugs because of the AoE, especially the small ones, because you can't really hit them very well. But basically, it just allows you to really go to town on a lot of enemies, and just it's a lot of fun. Let's just put it that way. The only thing is though, with the build, if your shields do end up going out, what you want to do is you want to swap to your secondary weapon. I couldn't think of the name there for a second. You want to swap to your secondary weapon when your shield's out. You want to start taking cover. Just in case, I have healing stem cells. So normally, if my shield actually ends up going out, if I get overrun, I'll pop a healing stem cell. I'll swap to my assault rifle, pop a healing stem cell, and then I will go back into melee. Well, once my blur's back up, and then I pretty much got my bearings back on, and then I can basically go to town on these guys once more. But usually, you really won't have any trouble. Unless you got guys like up there or anything like that. Like guys really far away are gonna be a little bit annoying. But you know, if you get missed the ladder there because I'm such a pro. If you just have a secondary weapon, usually we'll take care of that for you pretty easily. And I forgot to swap my weapon because my weapon's not swapping. There we go. Alright. Let's make sure I wreck these guys. Nope, I didn't think that would hit him. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Dodging the rocket like a boss. Alright, gonna get over here. Gonna grab that. Gonna refill my ammo.
My savior has come. Hey, you out there? We got some sick people in the barn.
Oh, look at this.
If you free me,
got one of these guys. Not even access blur yet. I really don't. I kind of save blur in case. I mean, you can use it whenever it's up, but like right now, I don't need it. And see, like this one guy right here is just walking around or whatever. I don't really need it. Now I see a bunch of guys. Oh, that was actually two guys. Now I see a bunch of guys. Now I want to start using it so I can clear these guys out. Not for really the extra damage increase because I don't need it. I just want to clear out these guys faster and just really get through this. So I'm not stuck here when there's a massive arc fall going on or something like that. That I can probably be doing in order to get more experience and whatnot. So it's definitely good for speedrunning missions and whatnot as well. This build is ridiculously good for that. There's also a little bit of not like a blink, but it's like a dash the build has, where as opposed to while I have blur active, I can actually start swinging my sword and she'll actually dash up to the targets and be able to, like that, get really close into melee range. I don't know how that happens. I guess it's just a thing that happens if you're using a cast and charge blade, but whatever. I'm totally cool with it. Alright, gonna free him.
Thank you, stranger.
And then we're going to wait for the next part that's going to happen in this. I'm pretty much almost done with this right now. I just want to show you guys against some other targets. Like I said, this doesn't just work against raiders. This works against every type of faction, even if it's Volge. People that have shields and whatnot, it's going to take a little bit longer, but if you're soloing it, it's going to be fine. When you have, the reason that I'm saying that it's not really good for a solo spec is because when you're dealing with people with shields and you have more other players, they'll have ablative armor, or they'll have armor plates, I mean. Not ablative armor. They'll have armor plates will actually increase their overall survivability, which makes it very difficult, and you won't be able to kill them as fast as you would normally with just normal attacks from your blade. So you want to actually, so a blur build, not a blur build, a overcharge build will actually be pretty much more effective in terms of doing that. But if it's a smaller arc fall or anything like that, the damage output will still be pretty damn good. I've run, as well as you getting more kills and whatnot, because you'll be so mobile, as well as you'll be able to pick up other people and whatnot. So the build's kind of good all around. I haven't really ran into a problem with it. Now with the new update that updated the shields, giving them armor plates now, survivability becomes ridiculously high with the armor plates, making it a lot easier in order to be able to take these guys from close range, and it just makes it a lot more fun now to run around with blur active as well as the charge blade. I don't have much survivability under under this build, but
Almost done.
I have a pretty decent amount in order to make sure my shields never go down when I'm running a solo spec, when I'm pretty much soloing. And that, not having to worry about shields, it's a blast. It just makes it a lot more fun, not really having to worry about what I'm doing, positioning, anything like that. Just running in, being able to just slice up my opponents and then getting the hell out ridiculously quick is so much fun. And in all honesty, it's a build I wish I did a lot sooner, because if I did use this build when I was leveling up my guy or whatnot, when I got the casting charge blade and whatnot, it would have been so much fun. I mean, I still can use it to run a lot of single player campaign missions, anything like that. It's just it's just you know, there's some, not bugs and whatnot, but that's just what the game itself and some of the single player missions and everything like that. But in all honesty, at this point, I'd rather just continue to keep running some sieges and whatnot. I totally forgot the name there for a second. Against these guys, you'll have a little bit of trouble if you're going up against a guy that's actually melee, which I forgot to mention, due to the fact that they actually have a form of a knockdown, so it's not going to be as good. So you can see here my shield actually went down. I'm going to back off, pop a stem cell. For this guy, I can't really do much. I'm just going to swap to my gun because his weak point is on his back, which you can't actually hit with the casting charge blade, unfortunately. But some of the other guys that, you know, you don't have to worry about nailing a weak spot, it's actually a lot easier to get. And since you're the only one that runs this, I mean, you're getting all the XP as well as all the items and everything like that, and just, I don't know, it's just easier when you're soloing because they're not as strong and whatnot. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it with the whole entire the blur build here. There's really not much to it. Like I said, I was saying before, the only problem is with the build is if you're going up against someone with melees or some another person with knockdowns. Like the Volge has knockdowns. The Hellbugs do, but you can kind of dodge it. As well as some of these guys that the Heavy Gunner was just fighting has a knockdown. At that point, you kind of want to just swap to range. Anybody that has a form of a knockdown, any form of crowd control, will definitely screw this build over. But if they're just simple guys like Hellbugs or anything like that, even the major ones or the flying ones as well as in terms of Hellbugs, it works pretty decently on the Volge. It works pretty good with guys with shields. Once you tear through their shields a bit, you might have to use some charge attacks and whatnot, or some jump attacks, and once those shields go down, you're pretty much free to do whatever you want, pretty much just tear through them and just keep wrecking them after that. But yep, that is pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. My name's Scott Gingle. If you have any questions, post them in the comment section down below. I will be happy to answer them. And if it's enough questions that you guys completely don't understand one simple thing, or like, well, not one simple thing, but just don't get anything about the overall build, like, oh, how do I have, like, how does it recharge so fast, whatnot, everything like that, I'll make a separate video explaining that. But disregarding that fact, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name's Chaotic Angle, and I hope to see you guys real soon. Later.